it's going to provide a great experience. So before I show you the demo, I want to from a basic technology point of view, and then I'll show you how we're using it to apply it and to actually put it in the store. So why don't you welcome Robbie Bach, President of Entertainment and Devices for Microsoft.
Thanks, Ralph. I'll be brief. I want to talk about really three things. First, the expanding nature of our relationship with AT&T is very important.
That line up in the front as well as in the back. So when a customer comes in, they'll be able to play with the table. We're going to give you a demo right now. But they'll be able to take any device, put it on the table, and the Microsoft Surface technology will allow us to actually identify the device and then identify the features, identify the rate plans. What is the coverage? You know, if the service doesn't work right where you live, we don't want to sell it to you. So we're doing this in the interest of the customer to make sure that pan around, show how you can move that with 2 fingers, expand it, move it around, get us to Las Vegas, and let's see what kind of coverage we have in Vegas. You can actually zero in, and the customer will be able to do this with the assistance of our salesperson, or they can do it themselves. And so, Andy, I'm very promotable in terms of 3G. I want to promote 3G. How does our 3G coverage look in there? You can see now we've overlaid the 2G coverage with blue, which highlights our HSPA coverage, and you'll be able to actually do an in-depth look at, why don't you go to street level and show us what street level looks like, and the device will actually be able to zero in and get you exactly to where you want to be. So I think this is a very customer-friendly application that allows you to first be able to zoom in and see exactly where the service is going to take place. Got that, okay? It gets a lot better than this. It gets better. So now let's say that, Andy, take a blackjack that we have on the front of the store that so happens to have a Microsoft Windows mobile operating system. Yes. Put it on the table and let's see what happens. So the first thing that you see happen is now it identifies that it's a Samsung blackjack. It knows that from the Surface technology. And you can see now that you can have options to look at that device, like colors, like the specs of the phone, like the features of the phone, like the accessories, and like the rate plans. So a customer can touch any one of those and immediately they'll get an update on what's available for that specific phone. So let's take a look at the features in there, pop that up, and you can see that out come all the features that are available for that phone, like Express Mail. You can look at Navigator, AT&T Navigator, a great mapping capability. We'll be able to demonstrate it for the customers. Say you're interested in music. Why don't we play a little music and see what's great to play? So you can actually play, if a customer wants to buy a ringtone, you'll be able to play the ringtone, let them listen to the ringtone. If they want to buy other content, they'll be able to preview it, they'll be able to mix it around. But you can see how easily he can move the stuff around and highlight products like video share, etc. But let's say that when the customer looks at this phone, they go, well, you know, the blackjack is a great phone, but I've also heard this thing called the curve. And maybe they want to take the curve, which is sitting right next to the blackjack, plop it on the table, Andy. And then what happens? Now you get the specs of both the blackjack and the curve side by side, so a customer can look and decide what is the battery life of one compared to the other. You know, what kind of talk time do you have? What kind of features I can get? It's very interactive, very easy to use. Let's assume that the customer has looked at the blackjack and said, no, that's the one that I want. So you could go back, and now they've zeroed in on the device that they want. The next thing is accessories. You typically want to show them that you have stereo Bluetooth headsets that are available at a really great price. You want to show them the leather pouches that are available, and you can see how easy it is to navigate through this and for the customer to understand all the choices that are available to that customer, whether it be accessories, you know, features, or the next thing that we're going to show you, which is actually rate plans. So let's say that you selected the accessories. Now you can look at an AT&T Nation plan compared to an AT&T Family Talk plan. You can turn that card around. You can look at the price for the plans. You can look at the features. You can look at what kind of capability you have for talking, for going on the web. And what we see happening in the future is tying this surface technology to our provisioning software. So by the time the customer makes all the selections and they've made the buy, then the customer gets cashed out, the set gets provisioned, and before they leave the store, they have their handset, they have their features, they have their accessory, they have the right rate plans, they have the content that they want, they've previewed the content, they've previewed whatever ringtones you want, and they're walking out of a store an educated and satisfied customer because we've told them about the coverage and we've told them about all the feature phones that we have. So, what do you think? Pretty cool stuff, huh? We think that this is going to be the wave of the future, and I think we're committed to making the shopping experience fun and easy, and I think this absolutely hits the mark. So pioneered some things that have never ever been done before. So thank you for what you've done, and thank you, Andy, and all the other folks in AT&T.